It's time for Random Rush. You know what that means. I listen to Rush Limbaugh randomly for 60 seconds, and I respond in 90. I haven't been very good about keeping either one of us on constrained by time, so we'll see how that goes. It is now 2:11 p.m. Eastern Time.
They don't talk about it, it didn't happen. And if it didn't happen, nobody knows about it. And they go through the busy broadcast day and the busy news day with that attitude. And yet people are hearing and learning things that they are not reporting. Now, not nearly enough. I mean, a lot of the WikiLeaks email dump, I don't know how much of that has reached the general population. We just don't know. That's why it's so many question marks about all of this. And we're not going to know until Election Day. And I don't think anybody really does. The pollsters, I think there is enough in this campaign that's unprecedented, and therefore you can't factor it in, you can't poll it, you can't get actual confident data on a lot of it. So again, it's what this has always been. You have on the political side with the real top 1% that everybody needs to be concerned about, and that's the media and the Democratic establishment has some Republicans in it, and certain Wall Street banks. That is the 1% that everybody needs to be worried about.
All right. I love the idea of Rush Limbaugh talking about the 1% that we have to worry about. It's everybody but him and his buddies. But I'll tell you what Rush Limbaugh is doing right here. First off, he's saying, like, I don't know how much the WikiLeaks has gotten out there, so it won't necessarily impact the election. But he's not going to be talking about what's in the WikiLeaks because there's nothing in there that would impact the election in any way whatsoever. And certainly not from his audience. They don't care that Clinton may not take environmental groups seriously enough. For God's sakes, not at all. But understand what Rush Limbaugh is doing here, folks. This is like the functional equivalent of like a sportscaster. It's Monday Night Football. And, you know, the Pats, let's say, are playing the Browns. And it is 43-3 at the end of the first half. Tom Brady has thrown whatever, 6 touchdowns. And they scored a 2-point conversion just because they wanted to. And the Browns got 3 points just because somebody tripped and their shoe fell off. And they were able to kick a field goal. And the people, the announcers are going full time. Just stay with us. Don't turn away. There's nothing else to watch on the other channel. This could turn into a game. We just don't know. If this is so unprecedented that we have a bigot of this magnitude nakedly running to establish his own TV network, that we just don't know if the polls are right. So that's where poor Rush Limbaugh is now. And then he's going to take the opportunity to say, like, it's now that they're winning in this election, they're the 1%. I took a little extra time. I'm sorry. Maybe people won't hold it against me.
It's amazing to hear Rush talk about the 1% still.
Yeah, exactly. Love it. He's out there. He's going to occupy something.
Several years ago.
Occupy my chair.
Not leaving this easy boy and getting high in opioids until the 1% gives opportunity.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.